Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals Championship Series game. Today we are back in the upper bracket. We are on North America for PC, and we are in round 8, just 2 rounds away from our final 16. Speaking of, would people be interested in me doing like a little bracket rundown of all the regions? Like similar to how I did with Asia last season? I might try and do the same again. Maybe I'll bring in some guests. I know some cool creative people now, so maybe I do that. I don't know. Maybe I just do that. Let me know if you want to see it, and if I haven't done it by the time this video goes up, and you guys are like, nah, I can't be bothered, then I just won't. Alright, we have Shikigami on the left, and Sentinels on the right, and we're starting off on Hell's Heaven. Adam Warlock getting banned away. Hela and Winter Soldier, along with Namor. Hela and Namor are huge in the bans right now. Adam Warlock been pretty universally like mid in the bans, showing up fairly often, but not like an overwhelming dominant force kind of situation. Two protections, Groot and Luna Snow. Luna Snow, of course, also being banned out very consistently because she's one of the best strategists slash heroes in the game. Alright. We're still our best out of 3s, ladies and gentlemen, as we are heading on in. This is round 1 of our best of 3, round 1 of game 1. Let's introduce our players. On the left-hand side, it is going to be Shikigami, with Days playing on the Wolverine. Scattergenny. Scattergenji? Gengi? We're going to call him Scatter. They're going to be playing the Magneto. Ricky will be on the Luna Snow. Krasmag is playing the Groot. Dinks will be on the Rocket Raccoon, but we'll probably be swapping off, as I don't think they'll be running the Rocket in the actual main composition. And Amidian will be playing on the Star-Lord. Dinks did in fact swap onto the Loki. On the other side, we're going to have Sentinels with Kalug playing on the Magneto. Crimso is playing the Groot. Super Gomez is on Wolverine. Canova will be playing the Luna Snow. Aramori is the Loki. And Rai Mazing will be bringing out the Star-Lord. This is the team that came second in Season 1. Taking the current North American Season 0, taking the current North American champions to a Game 7 in a best-of-7 series. Sentinels, they are one of the best teams in the world, if at least in North America. Amazing, dropping a Blaster Barrage to start us off. Days and Super Gomez both looking for pickups here. Days and Super Gomez both dropping low, in fact, as neither one's able to find an initial pickup, but Shikigami will take control of the point first. High ground claimed by Sentinels, but Shikigami have the point. Days dropped a little low here. Will get healed up by Dinks. The Wolverines enter into a duel. Neither one's able to come out on top. Krasmag trying to zone away. You can see the walls getting set up on the high ground to try and punish them, try and isolate them. Very small choke point they've got there, but Rai Mazing is on the flank, causing a little bit of pressure, but Amidian going to be sending up to the sky with the Galactic Legend. Finally got a lot of damage, but there's so much healing coming out from the Fate of Both Worlds, from Dinks on the clone. Karova going to be dropping the first one here as Kalu comes in with the Media M to try and get a pickup. Does not find anyone as both teams are tagging through. Krasmag with the Straggling Prison. Crimso about to have theirs, so could drop a mirror one. Aramori, of course, drops their own Fate of Both Worlds with the copy. Rai Mazing now takes to the skies. Scattergenny also going to be dropping the extra damage with the Meteor M. Days with the last stand, now diving forward with the Feral Lead, but they'll still be taken down. But they did set up for their team to take control, and we're going to see Shikigami pushing Sentinels off the point. That was essentially a 1 for 5, almost 1 for 6 fight there. Sentinels forced to back up and regroup here. The mirror match teams here. But currently Shikigami have control. Keeping the point under their control. Blaster Barrage with the Ionic Barrier from the Magneto. Pushing forward. Magic barrier for days keeps them alive so they can push on in. Double blast of barrage from Rymazing, but this time they are punished. Abaddon takes them down. Straggling Prison from Krasmak, immediately shut down with the fate of both worlds from Korova. Super Gomez has the last stand, holding on to it till the last moment. Gonna take Ricky away from the team and will get a pickup, removing one of those healers, which is gonna set them up quite nicely here. As Sentinels take the 1-for-0, continue to push on in to try and get even more. Isolating Groot, pushing them back into their own team. Last stand comes out from Daze this time, but Daze is taken out, not finding a pickup. Will get Korova. But right now, Sentinels in overtime are trying to hold it, trying to delay, but they got to keep on the point as that overtime continues to tick down. Crimzo putting on a lot of pressure. Beautiful straggling Prison, but it's already a fate of both worlds down to zone them out. They just wall in. They use it to buy time. But Amanian with that Galactic Legend is starting to clean up, and they are forced off the point. Shikigami take round number 1 versus the current North American runners-up. Nicely done. Great performance. Turning that heavily round in their favor, Shikigami. They didn't lose a single percentage there in round number 1. Do Sentinels have any changes they wish here? Daze even swapping to the Doctor Strange there at the end to make sure that they can get to the point to help their team keep control. Very smart.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Shikigami 1-0 up. Sentinels not making any roster changes as of yet. Sticking with the same characters. Same for Shikigami. It worked. They have no reason to swap yet. Remember, this is an upper bracket game, so the losing team will be sent down to the lower bracket, not immediately eliminated.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So there's still a chance for whichever team gets knocked down here. Meteor M available for Scatter Gengi. Rymazing with the Galactic Legend. And the Strangling Prison almost available for Krasmak. Everything else is less than 70%. Time to push in. Krasmak looking to try and take control. Nice and early point activating in 3 seconds. On top of the walls. Using it for a little bit of cover and to stay away from that Wolverine. Pushed off the point by Magneto. But Shikigami currently have more of the capture point, but have not been able to take control yet. So they will not be beginning to gain that percentage. Tackle in by Wolverine. Daze dropping extremely low here. Here comes the coming for the first fate of both worlds. Media M coming in with a straggling Prison. Oh my god! Shikigami! That felt like a crime. That was huge. That was a full team straggling Prison into a fully charged Meteor M directly on top through a fate of both worlds. That was just maximum explosions, basically. Full going in for the elimination. Daze backs out of there, trying to get an isolation, was not able to find the finishing blow. Straggling Prison coming in, revenge for Sentinels now, as they're going to try to do it themselves. Meteor M, they will get many! Super Gomez gets the triple, Kalu gets the 1, and they get a quadruple on the board here. And Sentinels grab their first percentage of this series. Now they control the point. Sentinels, one of the teams that sort of pioneered this strategy of setting up these little platforms above entranceways for the Wolverines to stand on so they can try and get isolations onto people here. Magneto poking their head in. Down below. A little bit too much damage. Not going to dive in this time. Sees Krasmak. A little bit isolated. Great Ferally. Round the wall. Countered by Daze, though. As they continue to duel back and forth. Regeneration Domain will shut down the push. Here comes Diggs with the fade of both worlds. Same with Aramori. Going to try and push their way in. Last stand is available for Daze here to try and take out the group. But no, they are obliterated by Rymazing. Korova keeping the team topped up. Sentinels have taken the lead in this round. Amadian taking to the sky with the Galactic Legend. Straggling Prison comes in, getting some good damage output here with the setup. Blaster Barrage for huge damage. Locked down though, tackled by Wolverine, chased and taken down. But it's still going to be a very 1-5 by Shikigami. They take back control. Currently 40% to 66%, but Shikigami, their percentage will keep climbing. Meteor M back available. These two teams pretty solid, closely matched. Throwing in as much damage as they can. Scattergengi, Meteor M. Through the doorway, big damage, but it's absorbed with the regeneration domain. Making sure that no one goes down, giving them that invincibility. Lot of damage coming in, though. They wait out the regeneration domain, and Shikigami drive back Sentinels again, and now they're going right in for the spawn caps to see if they can keep them locked in. But there is a sneak happening. Super Gomez, with the wraparound, may try and grab the point for the overtime here. Hidden. They can also try and go for a quick trap if they want to here, taking a lot of damage. They did touch the point. Gets the shield from Magneto, getting healed up. They have the last stand if they want to try and get a pickup. Going to start to try and work on those group walls to give their team the opportunity to make their way in. Regeneration Domain is going to shut down the initial push as Abadian goes to the sky with the Galactic Legend matching Ryan Amazing, who needs to get these pickups in order to turn this in their favor. That's a big pickup. Super Gomez takes Scattergengi off the side with the Feral Leap. Trying to push on in. Last stand goes down. Ryan Amazing doing huge work. The fate of both worlds from Ricky and Aramoria trying to hold Kalug. Meteor M onto Abadian. Krasman goes down. Sentinels, they're taking him down. Dace gets Super Gomez this time, but Dace will go down to Korova with the melee, and Sentinels reclaim the point on 99%, and they're running straight for the spawn of Shikigami to try and lock them in. Keep them off the point. Keep them fighting here so they don't fight you on the objective. That is the plan. Dig's ult's timer here is bugged. It is not yet ready, as you can see here. Dace almost with that final stand could go in for a huge play if they catch the enemy team grouped up. They're going to step up quite early, absorbing a little bit of the fire, tackled in by Super Gomez, taking a lot of the hits, shielding from the Magneto, but they need some of that healing from any of their strategies, but they're taken down early before the fight starts, and Ryan Amazing is now free to do as they wish as they Galactic Legend and melt their way through. No one's on the point, and Sentinels even up the map score. 1-2-1 in this best of 3, and we're still only on map 1. What an intense start. We are going ham right off the bat here. Shikigami. Will they make any changes to the roster, or are they both teams just going to keep sticking with this composition? Looks like it's just going to be the same again. Let's have a look through the ultimate timers. Dace, already ready. Oh, we have a swap. It's Aramori giving the team shields. Dace has the last stand. Diggs does not have the God of Mischief. It is just still a little bugged. Abadian does have the Galactic Legend. On the other side, Sentinels, Super Gomez has the last stand. And that's it. 82% for Crimzo and 83% for Scattergengi for Straggling Prison and Meteor M, respectively. This feels like a game number 3. This is a game number 1. This is crazy. Super Gomez wrapping around. Intimidatory shots. Intimidatory swipes coming in. Final stand comes in from Daze, picks up Kalug as Abadian takes to the sky with the Galactic Legend, takes out Ryan Amazing, and is now deep in, finishing off Super Gomez, and they have chased back Sentinels once again all the way to spawn. And once again, for the 3rd time in a row, we're going to see Shikigami take control of the first point. Now they will be once again trying to lock Sentinels out. Straggling Prison. Last stand, all at the ready. Big tackle onto Daze. That was huge. Massive pickup here. Krasmag also with their own Straggling Prison, though, so they're still going to try and make something happen. As Shikigami, Straggling Prison, does come in, does not find much. Neither team going to be taken out. Meteor M from Scattergengi. into the straggling prison again! They're so good at that! Shikigami takes out two. Aramori and Rai Amazing both go down. Here comes Kalug with Meteor of their own that will take out Dinks. Ricky, their ultimate does expire. They break through one of the group walls. They can try and get to their team to hold them down as multiple people are picked off. Super Gomez with the last stand. Super Gomez drops so low but will be sustained up. And Shikigami will be forced off the point as Sentinels. Very slow and steady. Will be able to take control of the point. Super Gomez barely getting out of there. Will get healed up. 60% currently to 8. The Sentinels continue to tick up. Winner of this match does go into the final 16, I believe. Loser will have to win some lower bracket games in order to make it through. I believe the round 9 is a lower bracket series. Galactic Legend coming out from Aberdeen, going into the backline, getting a lot of damage. Wolverine just sailed past. Down goes Crimzo. We're seeing Rai Amazing matching in turn now, but they drop theirs a little bit later, but I think both whilst both teams are active to make sure that they can try to sustain through this fight, but they're starting to leave Ricky behind. But Ricky is sustaining through beautifully right now. Aramori's ultimate expires, as does Diggs. The fate of both worlds are over for both teams. Dace into the backline. They take out Korova, and Shikigami take back control again. Big charge going in for the Groot, but unable to get the finishing blows onto Crimzo. And Shikigami will be backing away. Straggling prison at the ready for Sentinels. They have Meteor M. They almost have Last Stand. They almost have Fate of both worlds. Shikigami, Last Stand at the ready. Meteor M being used. Oh, Regeneration Domain will shut that down, but they do take out all of the lanterns there as they try and make their way onto the point. Aberdeen has already been taken down, forced to retreat as Korova drops the Fate of both worlds. Sentinels going in for a very aggressive push here. Straggling prison for Krasmig, does not find anything. Galactic Legend for Rai Amazing to try and melt through the Fate of both worlds, but the healing output is just too much. They try and zone out the reinforcements. Big pressure to try and take out Ricky, removed from the fight. Blaster Barrage takes down the healers, which means Sentinels will likely retake the point here with Days taken down. Sentinels reclaim on 99. And Shikigami, they are now ultless. They're about to have Galactic Legend, but Aberdeen might get taken out before they can really use it. Crimzo has the straggling prison on the side of Sentinels and Super Gomez with that last stand at the ready. Aramori, God of Mischief at the ready. Same for Dinks. Clones being set up for Aramori. Firing squad, maximum healing, a little bit of extra damage. They can get some really good value coming in here. Aberdeen with the Galactic Legend right off the back here, so they can move on in early to try and get the big damage output, but they do not find a single elimination. Diggs with the Fate of both worlds, clone Aramori matching them in turn. Sentinels, they gotta keep control here. They're up to 87%, but Shikigami take back control. This could be over as they're already on that 99. Days goes down. Super Gomez gets the pickup. Kalug, Meteor M at the ready to the sky, absorbing so much damage. The tackle makes it so they miss, but Kalug is still able to take down Krasmig as Sentinels are holding the point and they're starting to get the pickups. Days coming in with the portal. Is there anyone left? Aramori's going to touch to try and buy the time to allow Dace to touch the point. Ricky makes it in with the Fate of both worlds. The portal is now set up for the team to come in and slowly reinforce to try and stay on the point. Krasmag has arrived with the straggling prison at the ready. Same with Crimzo. Straggling prison is completely interrupted with a regeneration domain, and Super Gomez gets the pickup onto Aberdeen. Shikigami taken down by Aramori. Rai Amazing is doing huge work, and Sentinels drive them back. It's going to be game number 1 going over to Sentinels. Whew. Okay. Super Gomez takes MVP, and I do not blame the system. Got some really good pickups there. Sentinels take the lead in the best of 3 series, and Shikigami are giving them a run for their money right now. Super Gomez, though, you can see they've really put the team on their back there. 28 eliminations, 14 of which were final hits. almost double anyone else on their team. Whereas for Shikigami, a little bit more spread out. We've got 9 for Days, 10 for Krasmag, 10 for Skadagengi, 8 for Amadean. Doing some big work here. Shout out to Diggs, only getting taken out 3 times that game. Insane. No wonder they got the SVP. Top damage. Going to be going over to Amadean. While I didn't get the most eliminations, their team was able to pick up the final hits after Amadean works them down. 35k damage done. 4k more than Amazing. Damage blocked. 66k for Krasmag. 7k more than Crimzo. And while getting eliminated twice less, Krasmag, a huge reason why their team was able to do so well. Not enough to take the victory, but they've really put on a clinic here. And the top healing for a strategist is going to be Korova with 50k healing. 4k more than Diggs or Ricky, and 6k more than Aramori. Insane first game. A magnificent first game. Remember, the winner continues their version through the upper bracket, and the loser will be heading down to the lower bracket. And currently, Shikigami are now 1 loss away. Sentinels, if they can close out game number 2, they'll continue moving on to try and claim the title they just couldn't reach last time. And Shikigami may be forced to try and fight through the lower bracket, but it is a best of 3. There's still hope. Shikigami, they very nearly took it off Sentinels there. If they can repeat that, or do even better, then we'll be set up for an incredible series. For now, though, let's get ourselves set up for a map number 2. Reminder to like, comment, subscribe to help boost this channel. I do not have sponsors. I've yet. Email in the description. I have also not been invited to do any Rivals MRC stuff, despite I did get in contact with a guy. He basically asked what rank I was. One of the Netties people, they were just like, hey, what rank are you? But, yeah, did that kind of stuff. I spent most of my time casting and researching the top players. Oh, dear. All right. Yes, like, comment, subscribe, become a member like John if you want to support the channel. Hit the thanks button if you would like to send a donation to allow me to help continue buying groceries, because I need those to live. For now, though, let's get set up ourselves for map number 2 of this best of 3 series.
To the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
And we are back for map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are heading to Spider Islands. It is a convoy. And Sentinels, who have the lead, will be starting on defense. Shikigami will be starting on attack. Adam Warlock going to be banned out once again, as is Hella. Let's see what the first protection is. Luna Snow was so important in the last game. Is it worth banning out the Loki, considering how impactful it was last time? Groot going to get protected once again. Krasmag did insane feats on that. We're going to see Namor taken out of action. The go-to ban these days, it seems. And Bucky going up from like the go-to pick in basically every game to the ban every single time. Wolverine once again just allowed to be played. These teams hungry like the Wolf. Amadian thinking about not going for a Star-Lord this time, was hovering the Storm, but it looks like Star-Lord will be the main go-to. Sentinels, exact same composition, although Aramori currently on the Rocket and then the Jeff, likely to give their team a little bit of a quick armor boost by throwing out the fastest BRB they can. Throw out the BRB, let their team grab armor, maybe swap to the Jeff to give them a speed boost so they can catch up. That is something they may be doing. Dinks is doing the same on the other side. Armor acquired. Crimson was just waiting for something to come out. Then Aramori. Everyone's already rolled out, I believe. Ooh, was waiting for the Wolverine, I think. Did Super Gomez get it? Did they get the jetpack? No, they did not. Does Daze? Daze has the jetpack. Okay. Not able to wait it out this time. So Super Gomez not having the big boost tool. And Amadian, they do in fact go for Storm. Going to start off with a little bit of pressure. Looks like Amadian going to swap out. Seeing the enemy Star-Lord, decides they would rather just go for the 1v1 duels, just mirroring each other. That was beautiful. That was just art that we just saw there. Them just matching shot for shot. They can't beat me. I'm them. I know all their moves. Gonna start a push in. Amadian. We got a little bit of pressure trying to get onto Super Gomez, who's trying to get the right angle. Takes out Krasmig. Dace hasn't used their jetpack yet, is backing away. Are they going for a character swap before using the jetpack? No, they're just going for a wraparound. Interesting. Wait for their team to respawn. Sneaking in. I think they were spotted. If they can land an isolation with that feral leap, with that jetpack, they're going to be able to take someone far away from their team. They found it. It's going to be Groot taking them right past the walls. The damage is good. They take them down. Beautifully done as the Galactic Legend comes out from Rye Amazing to try and get revenge. Just taking out some Loki clones, though. Diggs with the fade of both worlds. Kaluk comes in with the Meteor M. Not able to find the finishing blow. The healing output is a little bit too much. And Kaluk is completely focused down here. Is barely standing, but is finally healed up to full with the help of Kurova with the fade of both worlds. Straggling Prison from Krasmig. Trying to get the lockdown. Das gets the triple with that final stand. And Sentinels wiped off the board here. Time is delayed with the sacrifice of Rye Amazing, just to buy a little bit of extra time to allow Kaluk to swap. That was interesting. Where was the corner of that Groot wall? Not entirely sure what happened there. Rye Amazing back already, able to boost out, gets to their team's portal, so they're able to try and contest this, but already wiped off the board. And Shikigami, once again, absolutely smashing through Sentinels. But Shikigami currently no ultimates. They're getting close to them, but Crimzo still holding on to their straggling prison. Super Gomez still with their last stand. Can see the sneaking of Dace around the corner. Could maybe go for an isolation on them. Crimzo sieging in, Spore Bomb for a little bit of extra poke. They want to try and push up a little bit so they can get a good position. Nice wall! Gives them that little bit of extra protection so they can try and escape. Meteor M blocked once again by the regeneration domain. Straggling Prison coming in as they get focused down. They are able to tag on through though, pushing in. Shikigami trying to hold the line. Galactic Legend will expire. Meteor M for Kalug. Neither team finding pickups. Healing gonna expire here. Diggs might have to go for a clone, but it looks like they're just going to realize their team's probably not winning this fight, and they're going to back away. Shikigami pushed off the point. They'd rather just wait it out. Quick shield allows Super Gomez to allows Dace to back away. And I'm going to regroup, come in together. Straggling Prison still at the ready. Final stand for Dace at the ready. Quite amazing. Piling a lot of pressure from above. Blaster Barrage doesn't get the shield from the Magneto. Just trust their team to keep them up. Here comes the Galactic Legend doing a lot of damage to Super Gomez. Is getting focused down and picked off, but the counter onto Dace. Pushing on in, but now Krasbag with the Straggling Prison, as does Crimzo. Here comes the Straggling Prison. Only finds a Loki clone. Not able to get the big pickup here. Kalug, Meteor M blocked completely. Amidian in the sky with the Galactic Legend takes out Crimzo, who also had their ultimate interrupted by the looks of it. Settled to the 50% cooldown. Lockdown onto Amidian. But they're still able to dance out the way. So mobile. Those invincibility frames that Star-Lord has makes them so hard to pick off. Blaster Mirage with the help of Ricky to finish off Super Gomez. Now just trying to zone away Spore Bomb. A little bit of damage. Amidian zoning as best they can. Scanagengi pushing on in. Stay with the cart, sieging in, using the cart as a little bit of cover. Root Wall picked off, zoned out Blaster Mirage, a little bit of damage, but they're not going to freak out yet. Right, amazing. Galactic Legend, immediate regeneration domain to try and turn this round. And also Meteor M to try and block it out, countered by the follow-up regeneration domain. Daze comes in with the final stand to try and break through Magneto, but not enough to get the finishing blow. And now Amidian takes to the sky, but pulls in with the Straggling Prison, allowing Sentinels to try and pick him off, but they can't get the finishing blow. Meteor M from Kolu, big damage, not enough for the finishing blow. Straggling Prison comes in, Super Gomez is being healed up by the fate of both worlds. Final stand to try and break through. Neither of these teams are going down without a fight. Dace drops low, Feral Leap to back away. Shikigami come out worse though, they take too much damage while no one falls. They still turn it around. Last stand! Dace finally finds the angle. They get the triple, but they still go down. It's a 2 for 3. Right, amazing in the air makes it a 3 for 3. They push on in. And it looks like Sentinels may be able to hold on to this with the help of Amazing, who's currently going ham in the backline here, buying so much time for their team. Portal comes in. And with 15 seconds remaining, Sentinels are driving back the members of Shikigami, forcing them off the point. Fate of Both Worlds is available. They may just have to use it to charge on in. Do they have Portal? Dace once again swapping off the Wolverine onto the Strange. They dive the point with portals to force overtime. Amidian coming in. Galactic Legend at the ready, which they will be dropping very shortly. Super Gomez with the last stand coming in to try and burst them down. Scatter Genki takes out 2 as Sentinels are beginning to fall, but the damage output is good. Krasman got a massive Straggling Prison. Super Gomez falls and Shikigami drive them back again. They just will not be denied. Every time we think they're out, Shikigami comes back in. Kaluk has the Eye of Agamotto, amazing. With the Galactic Legend at the ready. Dace has already swapped back to the Wolverine. Their job on Strange is done. Hanging out next to Star-Lord's face. Right, amazing. To the sky. Galactic Legend to try and deal with the attackers here. Shikigami with that help from the regeneration domain. Trying to take out Amidian, but they're so mobile it's hard to deal with. Blaster Mirage, but that's the fate of both worlds. Will shut it down. Both teams matching that extra healing from the Lunar Snows. In one case, it's the clone from Diggs. Super Gomez goes down before a last stand can be activated. Daze has theirs though, and Amidian takes to the sky with their own Galactic Legend to try and hold this down. Daze dropped low, forced to back away. Yield up by the Lokis, looking for a target to see if they can get his isolation, but doesn't want to duel into that directly into the eye of Agamotto. Kalug is rocked down by the Lunar Snow, but it's not enough to get the finishing blow. Ryan Amazing onto Krasbak, going to try and take him down. Skanagengi pushed off the edge by Super Gomez again. They're so good at that. And it looks like Sentinels have driven them back. And now with 10 seconds to go, what do they have? It's all about speed now. Group Wall to trap them in spawn. They're just going for the fast characters. Skanagengi moving in with the Venom, but even they can't reach in time. Sentinels hold them off. And Shikigami, 2 points, 65.36 meters. That is the distance that Sentinels now have to beat. Hamadian on the storm again by the looks of it. Days currently. Are they just going to go straight in for the triple Vanguard right off the bat here? Dr. Strange being hovered instead of Wolverine. Now, Wolverine does do percentage damage, which does make them pretty reasonable against tanks. You do... I saw one person in one of my ranked games at one point say, they have percentage damage, why are we playing 2 tanks? That's exactly why we're playing 2 tanks, because if they have percentage damage, then what happens when the first tank takes too much damage and has to back up? You have no more protection anymore.
Get ready.
You gotta be able to juggle, baby. But yeah, it looks like they're thinking about going for a triple Vanguard composition. They're bringing out the Groot, they've got themselves the Magneto, and Dace is sticking with the Doctor Strange this time, which means they're going for one of the big hyper-carry characters. Winter Soldier would be one, but they're bad out, so Storm will be the play here. Hela would also be a solid option here. Damage output immediately sends Crimzo back to spawn. Aramori quickly giving Kalug the upgraded team-up ability so they can get into the backline and do big damage there, setting up for their team, and it works out. Shikigami are absolutely driven out of this point. And Sentinels wipe them here. Lovely job there. Quick move over to the Scarlet Witch, allowing Kalug to go for a flank, and they blast through that. Shikigami, they're going to stick with it though, Portal, to get them back to the point together. Coming in behind here. Staying near to the spawn so they can run into it for healing if they need. Now pushing out, now that they've got the right angle. Taking a little bit of damage. Amadian not getting the best angle here, but they're still getting damage output. Trying to get around out of that corner, but they are cleaned out again. And immediately Dace off of the Strange onto the Wolverine. Super Gomez doing huge work here already. Having that final stand available. Galactic Legend also prepped. Got a Mischief. Strangling Prison almost there. Basically everything for Sentinels is almost ready. Amadian and Dace both quite low on their charge. Neither one's been able to get good positioning here. That's a big charge coming in from Super Gomez. Takes out Krasbag and is able to get out with just a slither of health remaining. Kalug with the Meteor M to try and set up. Gets good damage, but it's completely blocked out here. Diggs and Ricky both ulted. They had a couple seconds of overlap there, meaning that they will lose some value. Here comes the Galactic Legend and to try and punish when the ult expires. Here comes the Omega Hurricane to try and turn it, but they're taken down. Right, amazing with the targeting. Tackled in by Dace. Focused down, last stab, but they're not caught out. Is there Blaster Mirage to try and zone away the defenders? Shikigami have the numbers advantage, though. They were, even though they struggled in that fight, they were able to drive back the majority of Sentinels, but Sentinels, they actually have a pretty equal reinforced time here. Blaster Mirage again. Right, amazing finally finished off, and we will see Sentinels forced off the point. Shikigami taking control.
It seems we have company.
Cart brought to a stop. Spore Bomb, a little bit of pressure, a little bit of damage. Krasbag currently the only ult that's available, but a lot of stuff is very nearly charged for both teams. Sends it in very early into the backline. Group Wall's coming down to allow to focus down Blaster Mirage, but they heal through that beautifully. Super Gomez will be falling though. Taking out the walls. 1-for-0 in that fight. Making 1-for-1 as Amadian, who's back on the Star-Lord, was taken down. Crimson now with their own straggling prison. Trying to push up, trying to find the angle. Wolverine sailing past Dace, trying to get an isolation. Meteor M for Kalug, blocked beautifully there. Trying to make their way on. Set up, isolation. Trying to take out the Magneto, scatter Genki, holding out as best they can. Meteor M blocked completely by the regeneration domain, but it's still going to try and hold this. Super Gomez has the ability to try and turn this fight on its head if they can find the right angle. Finds Groot and it completely sacks them away from the team. Final stand just to take the 1v1. Not even going to waste any time here, just going right in for it. Dix with the Fate of Both Worlds is trying to keep their team up, as is Aramori, but numbers advantage now currently in favor of Sentinels as they've been able to take down Krasmag. Krasmag moving over to the Doctor Strange, bringing in a portal of their own. Crimson still has that straggling prison. Portal comes in. Krasmag directly on the point already, but immediately with the Galactic Legend. Shikigami are trying to burst on through, taking out one, looking for two. Crimson dropped low, focus down, Blaster Barrage to try and break him off the point. The thing has shown up from Scanagengi. Krasmag moves over to the Venom as they are just going for the fastest rollouts they can to try and hold back Sentinels to even up the map score to make it 1-1. Shikigami drive back Sentinels. And we are at a 1-1, holding them before the first point even. And Shikigami, they are on the board. Diggs getting MVP there. Don't blame them. There was some really, really solid ultimates here. Getting almost perfect Fate of Both Worlds every single time. What a crazy matchup this is already turning out to be. SVP, Super Gomez, once again, Diggs sniping it this time. 23 eliminations, 2 of which final hits. Top eliminations going over to Amadian. 28 eliminations, 9 of which being final hits. Most final hits, Super Gomez with 14. Doing huge work there. The player who got eliminated the least amount of times is Karova. Only getting taken out 4 times. That is a heck of an actual score there. Look at that. 22, 4, and 22. That's awesome. That's them good numbers, them. Top damage. Gonna be the 35k of Amazing. Only got 1 less elimination than Super Gomez. While getting 7k more damage than them. Second highest damage, Amadian. Both of the Star-Lords doing some good work, and Amadian spent a lot of that game on Storm. Still was able to keep up in the damage. Top damage blocked. It's close. Only 7k in it. It is going to be Krasmag. Krasmag and Dace doing such good work for their teams, by the way. Both of them at one point swapping to Strange to make sure that their team could make it to the point in time. This is some of the best juggled use of Doctor Strange that I think I have seen. But they get the most damage blocked. And top healing, going to be going over to Ricky. 50k healing, 5k more than Dinks, 10k more than Aramori, 7k more than Karova. Ricky putting on a clinic there. But that is map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And anyone in between. Let's go get ourselves set up for map number 3 in this best of 3 series. Winner of this will continue their journey through the upper bracket. Loser will be sent down to the lower bracket to fight for their lives. Let's find out who can get it as we head in to map number 3 after this short break.
Cool, not intelligent, cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly, never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy. It was built.
And we are back for round number 3. It is 1-1, and we are heading to Midtown. It is the Empire of Eternal Night. It is Convoy, and Shikigami are on 1. Sentinels are on 1. Shikigami are on defense, and have banned out Adam Warlock. Sentinels are on attack, and they have taken away the Hela. Groot, going to continue to be protected, has been the key character for these teams. Loki also going to get prioritized. They're just sticking with the same old. Neither team trying to target out the other here. They're just trying to make sure that they have their preferences here. Both of these teams seem to believe that they can just outskill the other. That's what happens when you will see these consistent bans where they're just trying to just keep the same stuff going. They just believe that they are better. The Thing taken out, actually. That is a bit of a mix-up. Sentinels yet to play the Thing. It was Shikigami that snuck it in the last rotation. But this means that for the first time, Shikigami don't ban out the Namor. Meaning both teams immediately picking that up, with Luna Snow not even being banned or protected. Luna Snow and Namor makes it on the board for both sides here. Both teams hovering that rocket to start us off. Get that free armor. It's weird if you don't at this point, just because why would you give up on value? That is the question. BRB immediately being put down, but this does mean that Shikigami aren't going for Wolverine. They're going back to triple Vanguard.
Stay strong.
Which means I assume it's Krasbang who got the jetpack? Yes, it is. Interesting. Whereas Sentinels, they absolutely made sure that Super Gomez got the jetpack from the BRB while everyone else gets armored up. Kurova yet to get theirs. Come on, Kurova. Get your armor.
Starts in 5, 4,
Kurova doing everything in their power to avoid the armor, it seems.
1.
All right, defenses set up by Shikigami to try and hold back Sentinels. Once again, Sentinels with the quick roll swap quickly over to a Scarlet Witch. Send out all the right clicks just to make sure that Kalu gets the power up, but also you can just siege with it for just a moment. The science and magic combined. Kalu gets a little bit of extra damage to try and push on through. Dace taking out Super Gomez here. Right, amazing. Trying to break containment. Squids up to the high ground. Fighting over to the left this time. Not too often. Ooh, caught on the lip of the building here. Dicks with the fate of both worlds. First in this fight. Very quickly charged. Straggling prison for Crimzo. The remainder of the fate of both worlds will try and protect that, but Ricky will fall here. Dix's ultimate will expire. And Shikigami, they're getting caught out, but they are still very sustaining. Crimzo dropped so low. Kaluk trying to burst through. Finds Abadian on the flank here. Scanagengi, Krasbag, Daze, Diggs, all taken down. That's a team wipe. Ricky has already fallen. They're back in spawn. And that is going to be Sentinels pushing on in. They wait for Daze, who's going to portal them back so they can try and contest as a group.
Better stop that vehicle.
Where's the portal? In front, behind, directly behind. Ground floor level, baby! Gonna try and take it. Super Gomez has the last stand. There's a lot of people coming through that portal. Sees them all grouped up. Last stand! Picks up Daze. Ricky goes down. Scanagengi. And it's another wipe. It is Sentinels. They have been angered. The beast has been unleashed. And Shikigami are basically being taken out on cooldown at this point. Dace immediately off of the Doctor Strange. Back onto Wolverine. I like the flexibility they do here. They try to Strange for a bit. They run the portal early. Then they swap off it to let it recharge. And move on to that Wolverine because they know it works. It's cool. It's flexible. But they've lost a lot of distance. Is it worth it? taking out some of those Oceanic Dominions as Meteor M going to be coming in from Shikigami directly onto Crimzo, who gets taken down. Fate of both worlds immediately being dropped from Kurova and Ricky. Horde of Proteus comes in, a little bit of a stun out. Right, amazing, taking out Amadeum here. A lot of damage being done. Shikigami trying to hold this last stand from Daze, takes out Right Amazing. Revenge for the pickup onto their own Amadeum. Trying to take it down. Kalug with the Meteor End, trying to take out Ricky, but Ricky gets away. No! Finished off with the chase from Kalug. Amadeum has rejoined their team here, sending out those Frozen spawns to the Oceanic Dominions. That's a good order. Proteus onto the back. They're going to try and take them down. Frozen in. Forced to use the Aquatic Blessing to buy a little bit of time, but they're not getting any healing here. Focus down, picked off. Diggs can't find the target lines. Trying to heal them from spawn, just sending out the autos, hoping that one of those clones would hit. No luck though. Super Gomez. The speedy rollout. A little bit of harass, a little bit of scout will back away though. Does not want to get caught alone. And Sentinels, they are making tracks right now, moving fast. Crimson keeping the zone going, keeping the pressure on. Some great damage. Krasmik tackled away. Super Gomez trying to get the isolation. Has final stand, but going to hold on to it. Wait it out. Just trying to focus on the Krasmik. Drop him low. Final stand! That's going to be Krasmik taken down. And Daze is sniped as well in the final blow. And oh my god, Super Gomez melts through Shikigami, finds Ricky. They have full control of everyone. It's another pickup here. And Shikigami backing up. Don't want to get caught out as Super Gomez takes up an ambush position. Not been spotted yet. Coming in. Is that the real one? It's the real Loki. Taken down. Diggs is removed from the board here. Krasmag has the Straggling Prison rooted out, locked down by Luna Snow. And this is absolutely so quick. Sentinels, they're smashing through this. Look at this. There's only 5 eliminations so far for Shikigami. That is just Crimzo. Everyone has more eliminations than the entirety of Shikigami except for Aramori and Kurova right now. Sentinels are dominating this map number 3. But they gotta bring it home. Gotta bring it home. Good pick up again from Super Gomez. Super Gomez is absolutely popping off right now. Right, amazing, dropping the extra damage. Riding the terrain up to the higher floor so they can get a little bit of extra damage out that way. From the top balcony. Sending in the shots. Super Gomez not getting the pick up this time. But Right, amazing is dropping so much damage here. Sees Daze trying to ambush in the back line, but will wrap around instead, taking out the Loki clones and flanking from behind with the Namor burst that you can get if you activate that right-click attack to get the extra attack speed to push on in. Ringing with the Fate of Both Worlds as Krasmag drops the Straggling Prison, but it's going to be completely blocked by the Fate of Both Worlds, but that's not going to stop the Meteor M from Kalug, taking out Shikigami. Meaning numbers are currently in favor of Sentinels once again. Final stand from Super Gomez, picks up Krasmag, and they're even taking out Amadeum with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left and the finish line within sight. We are seeing an unleashed Sentinels right now. What do they have left? Meteor M coming in. That's going to be a regeneration domain to try and block it. It's taken by the shield even. Right, amazing. Has the Horde of Proteus. Holding onto it, directly onto the point to start out the group. Takes out Diggs and Right, amazing. We've got the perfect position right now on the flank, doing huge damage. Takes out 1, takes out 2, looking to make it 3, which they do. And with very few defenders left. Sentinels, they lose 2 members, but it might not matter. Although that regeneration domain is pretty big. Ricky has a good angle, trying to hold the line right now. Right, amazing. Forced to back up, but there's the portal. Sentinels bringing people back in. They're starting to stagger a couple eliminations, but they're all 5 up right now, and all 5 are here on the point. Krasmag is trying to delay, tackled off, but holding it, buying every second they can, taken out. Now it's Shikigami trying to hold, but they're tackled off the point by Super Gomez as it creeps in step by step. Daze goes down, Diggs goes down, Ricky can't reach, and Sentinels take the triple. I forgot to breathe there for a moment.
Time to switch things up, including with
Sentinels. Triple cap, 54 seconds remaining.
top-notch team to win.
Shikigami, look at that scatter. Even moved over to the Captain America to try and reach the point quicker. Look at that. Dace, 4 final hits for their team. So that's going to be 7, 8, 9, 11 total. That's less than Amazing and Super Gomez. Putting them together, that's going to be 28, 34, 42, 47 final hits currently. If my maths is correct, it's probably not for Sentinels. Versus 11. That's how much of a difference there is. In what has been an insanely close series, Sentinels just absolutely blew up here. And they are now prepared to try and close this out. If they can take this, if they can just stop them anywhere before the triple, then that's going to be Sentinels moving on in the upper bracket. Here comes Sentinels on the defense. They've got the triple Vanguard themselves this time. Trying to mirror the attempt from Shikigami. Amadian back on the Storm to try and break this front line. Doing some good damage here. But is there enough? There's so much tankiness from Sentinels right now. Shikigami trying to break it. Dace finds a great pickup. Massive isolation. Shield is good. And the regeneration domain is a huge word, but it's going to be Super Gomez who falls. Kalug will get out of there. Tanking through very barely. Damage output is good. Krasmag drops though. Amadian taken down. Dace having to do so much work here. The walls are coming out. Just don't call down. Straggling Prison basically just traps the group. Skanagengi doing big damage with the media ember. Not enough to finish off anyone here. Here comes Amazing with the Horde of Proteus. But the Fate of Both Worlds will allow them to tank on through. But Shikigami, they've made almost no pace here. 10 meters is all they've managed to get. Here comes the Omega Hurricane from Amadian. But what are the pickups? Where are the pickups? None here. Straggling Prison comes in. Dace takes out Kaluk. Kaluk gets sticks. Dace gets taken down. Ricky trying to keep the team healed up with that Fade of Both Worlds. Damage boost even being dropped at the end there. They try and turn this round, try to push on through. They get a pickup, but they lose Krasmag. Amazing. All that's really left for their team right now is everyone else has been taken down, and finally Shikigami are making progress here. Portal coming out from Scatter here. What's the plan? Are they just going to counter Portal? Noda's going to try and ambush. Straight in to fight him. Portal comes out. Creates a little distraction, perhaps. Could have given them an opportunity for a backline dive, which I think is what we just saw there from Dace. Blocked by the group walls, starting to melt through it. So they can try and push onto the point Fate of Both Worlds from Aramori and Dix. So they can try and push on through. Krasmag with a straggling Prison, only finding 2, but it's not enough to finish the blow as Amazing is once again cleaning up. Amadian gets 1, but it's taken out by Crimzo. Kurova gets Skanagengi. And Amazing drives them back. Namor banned out in so many games because of just their insane, oppressive damage output and their ability to defend themselves against dive characters. Big damage, final stand. Kalug dropped low, but healed up. Fade of Both Worlds from Kurova, allowing them to take this fight. Amazing on the flank right now as in comes Amadian with the Omega Hurricane to try and turn this round. They hold it. They go for Aramori solo, who swaps out, prevents it. And Amadian just can't find the value here. Kurova will fall though. The distraction may have worked out in their favor here as Dace dropped low but still in the fight. They push on through, taking down Kalug. Aramori falls, and finally, once again, Shikigami continue their push. Slow and steady. Making their way up. To push it a little bit. Kurova can be seen on the flank, as can Super Gomez. They've got a 2-pronged assault going in here, avoiding that central hallway. Crimson getting dropped low. They're trying to get onto Karova, dodging the snowball. Dace, if they can find an isolation here, that could be enough to secure them the point. Dropped extremely low. Feral Leap to back up into the regeneration domain so they can try and take this fight. Pushing on in, Fate of both worlds with the copies. It's already a 3-0 as Sentinels are driven off the point again, but it is overtime. Right, amazing, isolated, forced into that aquatic blessing. But there's very little they can do to sustain on through. They get picked off the second they come out of it. And Shikigami take point number 1. 1 out of 3 to go. They need to get all 3 here to take Sentinels to the overtime in order to give themselves the best chance of turning this round. Dace takes a little bit of a high ground position. Potentially looking for an ambush here, riding the terrain up. These players, they're so aware of the map mechanics. A lot of pressure. Coming in, Dace tries to get isolation, does not land. Amadian coming in with the Omega Hurricane. Worst case scenario, forces out some protective abilities, which it does. Fate of both worlds immediately coming in. Amadian now isolated, struggling prison, coming in. They're trying to stay through. Meteor M takes them down. Ricky with the Fate of both worlds was trying to keep their team up, but now they're already down. Super Gomez takes out Scanner Gengi. Krasman goes down to Karova, and it's a 3-0 right now. Ryan Mazing once again is on point, picking up the eliminations, and Shikigami are forced off the point. Sentinels hold on the defense. 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Portal available, will be held. No reason to use it yet. You've still got time. Walk first, portal second. Save the portal for when you're desperate. Tackle. Scanner Gengi taking over the wall here, away from their team, but they're able to cook levitation to get back in, but that's going to force out the regeneration domain. Amadian has brought back Star-Lord. It did them well earlier. In the meantime, Ryan Mazing is on the flank, causing quite a lot of issues. Getting a lot of healing from that Lunar Snow. Those allows to take the fight in. Dix with the Fate of both worlds. Save for Aramori so they can try and contest this. Aya Magamoto comes out. Scanner Gengi not fighting as many targets as they would like it. Horn of Proteus comes on in. Finds absolutely no one. Ryan Mazing falls. And we are once again seeing Sentinels pushed on back. Shikigami, final stand. Krasmag absorbs it with the regeneration domain. Trying to get onto those backline members. Take out everyone who's trying to hold the point. There's 15 seconds left. They're just trying to force as much overtime as possible. But that cart is still moving. They've still got a third of the way to go, though. Sentinels is their best chance. They've bought as much time as they can. Kalug swapping to Captain America so they can make their way to the point and try and hold them through the overtime. If they can get one team wipe, then this will be over and Sentinels will be moving on. Amadian, Galactic Legend, to try and take out amazing Aquatic Blessing to buy time. Takes out the Frozen Spawn to try and buy that extra time. Ultimate expires. Kalug is in there with the Captain America, trying to buy time, trying to create as much pressure on the backline as possible as the Fate of both worlds is going to be expiring. Ricky is getting picked off here. Krasmag with the straggling prison. Super Gomez last stand to try and take out Krasmag in the corner. Traps them off the point. And we're starting to see the numbers of Shikigami dwindle. Scanner Gengi pushed off the point, forced back, meaning it's up to Dace. Last stand to try and hold, to try and buy time. But overtime's ticking down. Ricky's not there. Krasmag can't reach, and it's over. That is GG. Sentinels take the map and the series. And with that, Sentinels are moving on in the upper bracket. Shikigami will be sent down to the lower bracket. Super Gomez with their third MVP in as many games. Well, MVP and SVP. Dace also getting one here. And look at the elimination difference. They caught up a lot in round number 2, but that was such a different matchup to what we saw earlier. MVP Super Gomez, 38 eliminations, 20 of them being final hits. Ryan Mazing with the most eliminations, 46 for their team, 21 of which were final hits. Top damage. Actually going to be going over to Crimzo. 1k more than Super Gomez. They're actually only about 300 more. With 32k to 31.7. Speaking of 30s and 7s, 37k damage blocked for Kalug, 60k for Crimzo, 44 for Scatter Gengi, dwarfed by the 70k damage blocked by Krasmag. Krasmag's Groot is terrifying. While Crimzo was able to get more final hits, but Krasmag bringing it in that second round, really trying to make it back for their team. Least amount of times getting eliminated. Once again, going over to Kurova. Only getting taken out 5 times. That's basically half everyone on Shikigami. And top healing. Very close once again. 41, 44, 45, 49k. Ricky will be taking it home. 11, 11, and 12. But with 49k healing to keep their team upright. And 4 final hits. Kurova with 7 final hits. Popping off there. These two teams, this scoreboard does not do justice to how good this series was and to how close these two teams were at times and how close we were to seeing Sentinels getting sent down to the lower bracket. Even if Shikigami get taken out in that lower bracket, I'm still very excited to see where they go from here. Season 2 is around the corner as well as we are getting close to the Season 1 round of 16. Remember, my setup is I will be doing a little bit of a split of all the regions, and then when we get to that final 16, I'll be continuing to split it, but once we get into the absolute final days kind of situation, like the top semi-finals and quarterfinals, I'll probably be doing it region by region, and then I'll be doing the same for the console games, trying to schedule it out region by region, and I'll just do as many of those games as I can that it will take for me to get to the end, the beginning of Season 2. And once again, I might have 1 day of rest, might have 0 days of rest. So the games that will be coming out for console and for PC for a little bit once we get to the end will obviously be games that already happened because I only upload 1 a day. But just so you know how the format works, how I will be uploading. But yeah, that's going to be it. Congratulations to Sentinels. They continue their journey. Shikigami will have to try it and defend their pathway through that lower bracket. Good luck to them. But for now, that is going to be it. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment if you did. And of course, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Let's actually have a quick look at my stats so I can read some numbers at your face. We're at the... I need audience here. Oh, but first, we are at 4,846 subscribers at the time of me recording. When I hit 5k, I'm going to start live streaming again as best as I can, doing some of these games live and doing some requests. And I also will try and find some like bronze level replays and cast some of those. That could be quite fun. That was a request I got when I asked people what I should be doing when when I hit the 5,000 subs as a little reward, as a little fun thing. But also, currently, from the people who watch, only 16.9% of you who watch my videos are actually subscribed. Can we get that number up to 20%? It would be very appreciated if you could help with that. So if you could jump on in, that would be appreciated. Also, only 1.9% of you turn on all notifications for the channel. Would be appreciated if you turn that on so that we can see. The typical YouTube amount is apparently 5%, so 5 to 20%, and we have 1.9, so turn on that bell. I only upload once, maximum twice a day. So, yeah, could be appreciated if you wanted to jump on in and say hello, drop a subscription. And if you want to become a member like John, then you can support the channel that way. And you'll be able to assist me in just, well, trying my best to keep making these videos for y'all. Basically, all I have to do that with right now is AdSense. So any support is appreciated. For now, though, that's going to be it for today's game. Thank you all very much for watching. I have been Tetcher, and I will see you all tomorrow.